Okay, Mark. We are all set on what to do, how to proceed. So I think it's time to get going. We're gonna get things broken down, torn apart, jeweled, cleaned. We're gonna do a little bit of cosmetic work, and then we will get this back to you. The dial looks very good. I think your hands are going to clean up really well. They're going to look good in the end. Okay. Back of your dial is 1-1, which is exactly the same as the back of your case. So, very nice to see. Okay, well that is the disassembly of the movement complete. We're going to go ahead and hand clean some things. We're going to jewel your arbor ports, and then we will be back to reassemble. Okay. Okay, Mark. We're done with the cleaning process. So all of your parts have been inspected, hand cleaned, put through the cleaning machine. We jeweled your arbor port here in your main plate, and you also have a new jewel in your train bridge right here. This is it right there, and so that replaces the bushing in that and adds a jewel here in this part of the plate. So ready to go, looking great. Hopefully we'll have no hang-ups or hiccups along the way. I think it's going to be a really straightforward service. So let's start putting things back together. Oh my gosh, I just realized I was not videoing my adjustments. Well, I'm sorry about that. I basically got it very quickly to this level of accuracy. No beat error, no real rate variation, and amplitude up in the 230s. This is exactly how one of these should look. It's doing great. It's a really strong running movement. So I would say that is ready for the next phase, which is to get the calendar side put together, get everything done. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, Mark, well, we are ready to finish the assembly, get the service complete. Okay, that is the movement finished. We're going to move over to your dial and hands and get things back together. Okay, Mark. We're back in the case and ready to put the finishing touches on. Okay, well there it is. There is your freshly serviced 6105 8110. This is a great watch. I'm really happy with the outcome. The service went really well. There were basically no issues at all. Everything that was in the watch went back in the watch without any real. There's nothing condition-wise inside that was that needed any attention. It was a very straightforward service, which is always nice. Everything has been disassembled. The case has been rebuilt. New seals everywhere. I just cleaned things. There was no polishing done. It was essentially just cleaning in the sonication bath and rubbing with a cloth to get the edges to shine just a little bit and get the case back cleaned up just some. Rebuilt your crown, of course. That's fully disassemble the mechanical aspects of the crown, and then with a new seal, and we'll go through the pieces that we've replaced for the sealing components. The biggest thing was the hands. The hands came in, they were really past it in terms of darkness. They were just somewhat had gotten some water, I guess, just from moisture ingress through the crown. There was no issues in terms of the movement, but the hands had seen some water. And we decided that it'd be better to preserve your existing hands and try and loom them to match the dial rather than to use anything from the aftermarket, which I think is a good choice. Now, it's a bit of a hybrid. I cleaned your hands really well, and they came out quite good. They have a little bit of haze, but considering how nice they look by comparison to where they were, I think it really is quite the difference. I was able to preserve your stoplight. So the pink is your original. I put my sort of vintage style loom in place. And the way I create that is with just a little touch of fluorescence in the background. So there's a bit of luminous material within this loom, and it creates a situation where the glow is extremely consistent. So you don't see these bright hands against a dark background. And I'll show you what that looks like. Let me sort of charge up the loom with a little bit of light here. I'm going to take down the lights. And you can, let me take this down as well. You can just see that everything matches consistently. So the hands, the dial, the pip, they're all glowing at about the same amount, which I think really makes a difference. I don't like to look down at a vintage watch and see bright, shiny loom. I just think it makes for a better overall picture of what the watch looks like, and you get to keep your original hands, which is a big bonus. Let's see, everything does what it's supposed to. There we go. I'm going to click through there, as you might expect. And now that I'm far away from the turnover, I'm going to go through the quick date setting. Today is the, I think, 3rd. There we go. Crown locks as it should. Nice sealed watch. New gasket here, and it's a little hard for me to turn this with my lumpy fingers. New gasket in here, which allows this to click and be smooth and buttery. You want resistance, but you don't want it to be super tight. Let's see, what's coming home? Essentially, just some what I would call consumable items. Here's your crown seal. This hard piece of dirty plastic that used to be in your crown. It's now been removed and replaced, so that's good. This is the seal for under your bezel, or the gasket. It sort of dampens out the click and makes everything fit tight. Here's your case back gasket that has to come out. This is your crystal that was in the watch. It is a Type 2 Seiko crystal. It's got some real surface scratching. I cleaned it really well, but it was just not up to the standard of the watch, in my opinion. It just needed a little bit of a better outcome that you get from a new crystal. This is your bushing that was part of the mainspring arbor jeweling process. This is what sits in your bridge to support the arbor for the mainspring, and that is now a jewel. All right, well, Mark, thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure. I look forward to getting this back to you so you can enjoy it. I hope you're happy with the outcome. I certainly am very, very proud of this. I think it looks consistent. It looks right. It has the right sort of features that this watch should have. I'll send back your aftermarket hands so you can either put them on eBay or whatever you like to do with them. But certainly the most preservation we can do, the better, in my opinion, and I think this bears it out. So thanks again, and thanks for watching.